Hey there everyone, Video Game Cabinet here, and tonight we're doing a review on Ninja Gaiden for the NES. Ninja Gaiden released for the NES back in 1989 and is famous for its story cinematics, sharp controls, and brutal difficulty. This game pushes you to hone your ninja skills and punishes you for the slightest error in judgment. I never played Ninja Gaiden as a kid, but I heard about it from friends and watched other people play and talk about it over the years. So I wanted to finally play it now and see what all the fuss was about. I started practicing sporadically this past month, and I finally conquered the final boss this morning. Ninja Gaiden follows Ryu Hayabusa, a young ninja who seeks revenge for his father's death, while getting involved in a plot surrounding stolen artifacts that will wake up a demon that's been asleep for 700 years. The story is told through flashy cutscenes that were impressive for their time, but the main draw of Ninja Gaiden is the swordplay, the tight platforming, and earning the bragging rights to say that you have conquered this absolute beast. Ninja Gaiden is one of the hardest games from the depths of the NES library. The relentless challenge never lets up with wicked enemy placement, respawning foes, and vicious knockback. This game demands speed and memorization for you to perform the perfect symphony of ninja skills. There are 6 lengthy stages, each becoming progressively harder, forcing you to fight numerous swarms of enemies and perform perilous feats of platforming. Thankfully, you are blessed with unlimited continues. So with enough practice and perseverance, you will eventually master the way of the ninja. However, nothing in stages 1 through 6 can compare to the soul-crushing difficulty of the final trio of bosses at the end of the game. If you lose to any of them, they send you all the way back to the beginning of stage 6-1. After failing many times in past attempts from a month of intermittent practice, I made it to the final boss once again this morning. The first round with the Masked Devil is a bit tricky, but the second round with Jaquio has to be one of the hardest boss battles I've ever fought. And I did it without using the spin slash, only my trusty sword. Patience is key, but the time limit forces you to keep pace with Jaquio's tight window of timing to strike. I was so relieved when I beat him with 1 bar of health to spare. The third and final boss, the Awoken Demon, was next. Thankfully, your health gets refilled after each of the 3 final fights. So in this fight, I stayed aggressive and easily defeated him without getting hit too many times. Beating Ninja Gaiden on the authentic NES cart was a huge accomplishment. The overwhelming mobs of enemies, rigorous parkour, and epic boss battles made conquering this one a noteworthy notch on the belt. The precise controls, fast-paced gameplay, varied environments, and energetic soundtrack made it a blast to keep playing this classic over and over until I reached the end. I rate Ninja Gaiden a 9 out of 10. And that is my review. Yeah, I've been playing this one off and on for the last month while I was beating the last game I reviewed, a series of RPGs. So it's been kind of sporadic here and there. I believe I may have ran through this on the NES Mini system with save states a couple years ago, but obviously that doesn't count as a legit playthrough. I wanted to sit down and beat it on the authentic cart, this past month or in the last few days when I've been really focusing on it. But I never played it as a kid. I may have played a little bit of Ninja Gaiden 2 on the NES. I never beat that one as a kid. I played a little bit of that one, but I don't think I ever played the original until a couple of years ago on the NES Mini a little bit, and then now on the authentic cart start to finish. So I can say, yeah, this is a great game now, and it's definitely worthy of its reputation and praise. I did play through Ninja Gaiden on the Xbox, the 3D reboot back in 2004, and earlier this year I did play Ninja Gaiden Black. That's my only experience with the Ninja Gaiden series. Eventually I'll definitely have to play Ninja Gaiden 2 and 3 through on the NES, and play the Ninja Gaiden 2 and 3 that are on the Xbox 360 and the PS3 or something. But anyways, yeah, as for Jacquio, yeah, he is absolutely just a beast of a boss fight. I would say he's probably the third hardest boss fight that I've played in these NES games. And then probably the second hardest is Death in the original Castlevania, and number one hardest is Mike Tyson in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. But yeah, beating Jacquio, I was really relieved. But anyways, so yeah, those are pretty much my thoughts on the game. Great game. I'm finally happy to have that one officially beaten and off the backlog. I'm like I said, I rate it a 9 out of 10. It is a classic. And that is all. Have a good night.